Hello everybody, welcome back to Okies Eden, where today I'm doing a quick, easy recipe of farm-to-table cowboy candy. It's a really delicious condiment. As you can tell, this was full 2 days ago. I'm half empty. So I'm making more for our party on Saturday. So it's a very simple recipe using stuff from my garden. I'll show you all the ingredients, how to do it. It takes about 40 minutes to make, and it goes great on everything. Hot dogs, hamburgers, pulled pork, beef, eggs, fried potatoes, you name it, you try it on it, cornbread. But give it a try, watch the video, and then let me know what you think in the comments at the end. Have a good one. Bear with me as I cut up a few of these jalapeños for the cowboy candy. You'll see some I'm leaving as disc shaped. Some I am chopping in smaller pieces because I like the difference. Sometimes I like the larger pieces, but then sometimes if I'm doing a hot dog or a hamburger and I want it more like a relish, so that's why I do different sizes. I keep the seeds in. Trust me when I say this, jalapeños raw have a bite to them, can be very spicy, but also remember we're going to be boiling or simmering these for 20 minutes in the syrup, and that will take some of the heat away. And then typically when you're mixing it with a sweet syrup, you'll get a sweet and a savory, spicy mixture. So believe me when I say this, it will not be so hot you can't eat it. The sweet will help balance the spice. So let me finish chopping these up and I'll be right back with the rest of the ingredients. So here are all of the ingredients for simple, easy cowboy candy. As many jalapeños as you have, that'll probably fill up a small mason jar. I have 1 1/2 cups of water. Typically, the recipe calls for 1 cup of white sugar, but I like brown sugar. I've never done this before, so you're trying this for the first time with me. I'm taking 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, because I love the flavor of brown sugar. I think that'll bring a lot to the table with this dish. And then I have 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'll put the water, the vinegar, and the sugars into a pan, and we will simmer those. And then when it gets simmering, we'll put the jalapeños in. So let's get over to the stove. So let me get the liquid simmering, and then I will put the jalapenos in and we'll go from there. So to try to understand what we're doing, while the water and the sugar and vinegar is starting to come to a boil over on the stove, I wanted to show you. So this is a raw jalapeno. You can see the vibrant green. Okay, see how green that is? This is a jarred pickled jalapeno from the grocery store. So you can see it's a dull green. It's lost a lot of its heat. And so what we're going to do is we're going to simmer these for 20 minutes, 20 to 25. We know we're getting close when we get to this color. Some people will say, they'll tell you to go to 45 minutes, okay? And I'm just going to tell you, anytime, if you've ever cooked before, if you boil potatoes, green beans, peas, corn, anything for 45 minutes, it will turn to mush. You want them to have a little bit of bite to them still, a little bit of chew. So I only do 20 minutes. Well, one argument is they want the syrup to reduce down and enhance the flavor as it reduces. You can still do that. I remove the jalapeno after 20 minutes when it looks like this, and I'll show that in the next camera shot. I will take a slotted spoon, I will remove all of the jalapenos, and then I'll just put the liquid back on the stove and I can simmer it for another 15 or 20 minutes to reduce and get the flavors enhanced as it reduces. So you can still reduce the liquid without the jalapeno being in there for too long. So that is my recommendation. You're going to simmer them for about 20 minutes. So here we are. We are simmering. I am going to take my jalapenos and carefully put them in the liquid. I'm putting the seeds in too. I like the heat. Like I said, a lot of the heat will dissipate once these boil down, simmer down, and they turn color and they get the sweetness to help reduce the heat. It'll be a nice balance. Just trust me on that. So let me setting my timer for 15 minutes. I check them at 15 minutes because, like I said, you don't want to overdo the cooking on these. You do not want them to turn to mush. I will turn my heat now down to medium because I'm not trying to boil them. I'm just gonna do them on a nice slow simmer. Now what's happening is this is reducing. As that water, the liquid boils off, it's just like when you make a jam or a jelly or a compote. Everything reduces and it enhances the flavor. So I'm going to leave it right there. Like I said, I'm right at medium now. That's going to go another 13 minutes. And we will see you back here in about 13 minutes. So this is a jar I made the other day of the Cowboy Candy. This jar was full. It's half full now. 2 days ago, this is how many I've eaten. I eat this on everything. I eat this on cornbread. I'll eat this on pancakes. I'll eat this on eggs, potatoes, toast, you name it. Hot dogs, hamburgers, pulled pork. You can eat it on everything. With that said, because we have the party on Saturday, I need to make more because that will be gone. Another mason jar. And you can see, I'll take the slotted spoon, and you can see the olive color, how it's changed from that vibrant green from when I took them out of the garden. I just let the liquid drain off. It smells really good. I'm not going to be super picky. I'm going to get as many out of there as I can because remember I did cut some about the size of relish. So that's not going to get every little bit out, and that is okay. But you can see I'm going to be about half to 3/4 full in my mason jar. And this liquid has reduced a lot. So with that said, let's get the liquid back on the stove for about another 15 minutes, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So here we go. What I do is, because this is a sticky, syrupy mess, I always put mine on a tray or a bowl before I try to transfer the liquid from the pot. But you can see, okay, look at that nice brown liquid. That's the brown sugar. That's why I wanted to try brown sugar, because I think that's going to bring a lot to this condiment. So then I just take this nice hot liquid and I'll just put it in the mason jar. This will now cool. And then this will just go in the refrigerator. This will keep easily for a few weeks, because remember, this jar was sanitized. The liquid was boiling, plus vinegar, and the sugar is not going to let anything grow in here. So a week or two, it won't even be here in a week or two. It'll be gone in about 3 or 4 days. But just if you're making it, it can keep for a couple weeks in the fridge, no problem. But there it is. That's Cowboy Candy. And it is nice and hot, but it will cool down. And this will be going on pulled pork on Saturday. I'm doing a pulled pork dish with brioche buns for our little get-together. So give this a try. It's farm to table. Those are my jalapeños. So I'm excited to bring this to you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.